everyone! Today's video is going to be a tutorial using only drugstore products, and it's my first tutorial, so I'm trying to figure out what works and how to do everything, so I apologize if it's not ideal. I'm trying to iron out the kinks and see what works well and what doesn't, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of different types of tutorials to see what you guys respond the best to, be it me speaking or doing voiceovers, music, things like that. So any feedback that you guys could give me, I would really appreciate. Now, although these items are all from the drugstores, you do not have to use these items. It's just a suggestion. So if you have items in your collection that aren't the same but are similar, you know, by all means, substitute. Do what works best for you. So if you're interested in how to get this drugstore look, then please keep on watching. I've already applied a layer of the Hard Candy Primer to my face, and now I'm going to apply some NYC foundation. I'm just going to put a dot on my forehead, my cheeks, my chin, and a little on my nose. So now I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk blending sponge and I'm going to just pounce it all over my face, beginning at the nose and working outward. And you can take the point and take it around the nose again and under the eyes a little better. Don't forget to take it under the jawline. Now we're going to conceal any spots that we missed, and I'm going to be using my Hard Candy Nobody's Perfect palette, which has 3 color correcting concealers and 3 flush tone concealers. And I'm just going to take a drugstore brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk concealer brush. I don't know if they make this particular one anymore, but I know they make concealer brushes. And I really like Sonia Kashuk's white handled brushes. I think they're inexpensive but really good quality. And so we're just going to cover up any spots that we may have. Any redness, anything like that. Next, we're going to take care of any darkness underneath the eyes, and I like to use my Garnier Anti-Dark Circle Roller and just put a little under the eyes. Now, this doesn't give the best coverage, but it gives enough coverage that I don't look like I didn't sleep at all, which I never do, although last night I slept okay. And use your ring finger, it's the gentlest, and bring it down to blend it into the cheeks, and make sure to bring it into the inner corner up near the nose. Next, we're going to be using this E.L.F. Complexion Perfection powder, and it's a color correcting powder. It has 4 different shades, but I'm not the biggest fan of it because I find it to be very crumbly, and usually I apply any powder with an EcoTools Duo Fiber brush, and I love this brush, but it makes this powder fall to pieces. So I apologize, I am going to need to use a brush that is not a drugstore item. I'm going to be using a Laura Geller Baked Kabuki brush. You can use a Sonia Kashuk Kabuki brush. I have one somewhere and I don't know where it is, but if I could find it, that's what I would be using. You can use these colors separately. There is a green, a pink, a blue, and a yellow. You can use them all separately, but I'm going to try and swirl them together and see how that works out. Let's put it on. Now that we're done with the skin, next we're going to work onto the eyes, and I'm going to take an E.L.F. eyelid primer and apply it to my lids. Now that the lid is primed, I'm going to use this NYC IndividualEyes eyeshadow palette in 940 Central Park, and it's for green eyes. Now I forgot that there is an eye primer in here, and I mean, if you want to use this, you can, but I had just forgotten, so that's why I used the E.L.F. And there's also an illuminating cream, so a highlighter, and then 4 shadows. So we're going to start with this gold one right here, and I'm using a Loew Cornell brush that I got at the craft store. And this gold shade is not pigmented, so you're going to have to use a lot, and we're just going to apply it to the inner half of the lid. Next, we're going to take this cocoa shade and we're going to flip over the brush and we're going to use the other side, and this is much more of a pigmented shadow, so we don't need to use nearly as much. And we're going to apply it to the outer half and blend into the middle. And you can take it up into the crease a little bit, but not too far. Now we're going to blend the color in the middle, just taking a wiggle motion and blending the gold and the cocoa into each other. Alright, now we're going to take the darkest shimmery shade in the palette, and I'm going to use an EcoTools angled fluffy brush because I don't have any fluffy crease brushes that are from the drugstore. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit on the brush, not a lot because it is pigmented, tap off any excess, and holding the brush slimly so it fits right into the line of the crease, we're going to have the pointed angled end down, and we're just going to apply it into the crease. And drag it down slightly into that corner. Now this is not my favorite way to apply eyeshadow like this. And now we're going to go and blend it. We're going to take the angled end down so that it's in the crease, and we're just going to blend. Now we're going to flip it so that the angled end is up, and we're going to blend out that outer corner. Next, we're going to take another Loew Cornell brush. You can use the same one you did before, or a different one. This is just slightly larger, and we're going to pick up the lightest shade, which is a pinky highlighter, and just apply it underneath the brow bone. Next, I'm going to take this Milani Liquify eye pencil in brown, and we are just going to line the upper lid only. Didn't realize I wasn't in the frame. Then I like to take a finger and I just blend it out a little bit. You can use a Q-tip or one of those little blending sponges, doesn't really matter, but I just like a more of a softer look. Next we're going to apply our mascara. I'm using Maybelline Define-A-Lash waterproof because it has been raining a lot over the past 2 weeks. Now we're just going to take an EcoTools lash and brow comb. I don't fill in my brows, so I just comb them. So this is an important step for me because I don't go through the hassle of making them look perfect. Next we're going to do the cheeks, and I'm going to use this E.L.F. All Over Color Stick in Golden Peach. And I like it, but unfortunately it does not want to screw out, so I can't get any more product to come out, so I've just been using my fingers and just get a little bit on the finger, and we're just going to pop it onto the cheek. And I'm just going to use this E.L.F. Super Glossy Lipshine in Candlelight. Just pinned a little bit of my hair back because it was looking really crazy from all the rain, and I just applied a little more of the E.L.F. All Over Color Stick to my cheeks because I realized it wasn't really reading on the camera too well. And there we go, that's the look. Let me know what you think about this tutorial, if you have any suggestions or things you'd like to see. As I said before, this is my first tutorial, so I'm going to be trying out a bunch of different styles to see what is best and what people prefer. I am open to any suggestions that you might have, so please let me know if there's a particular thing that you would like to see or something that you really don't like. And I will try to feature more drugstore items in upcoming videos if that is something that you guys are really interested in. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!